everybody. My name is Nicholas Azinge III. I'm a senior majoring in petroleum and natural gas engineering, part of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Hi everyone, my name is Anthony Mitchell. I'm a junior studying political science, and I'm also involved with Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Black History Month, what it means to me really is kind of like a celebration of the achievement of what Black people have done over the years.
I think Black History Month is a chance to recognize and acknowledge the struggles and the rich heritage that Black people have in America. I was often taught while growing up, you can't really embrace your future if you don't, understand and recognize your past. Well, currently we have blackhistory.psu.edu, which highlights notable figures in Black history and things that they have done.
Yeah. And also, a lot of student organizations, they've come to their own to really set up different things, different themes. I know one organization, Black Student Union, they're doing their own photo campaign. Just the different minority organizations all campus are really trying to spread awareness and celebrate Black History Month as well. I think Black History Month is very important because just as generation of different African Americans come to the United States, I think it's really important to really reflect on your past and to really see how far we've come as a people, how we've progressed, and to know the work isn't over, that we can still progress, that our ancestors, our people who came before us have done so much to really lay a foundation for us, and that we should not only just be thankful for it, but we should take the opportunity that we have that they didn't and really do something and become something of ourselves.
Black History Month is really a time to say, okay, we've done this, but there's still this to do. It's a time to, like I said, celebrate because we aren't where we used to be. We aren't, in somebody's fields picking cotton or in somebody's house to make sure it was clean for their company. Right now, we're owning houses, owning businesses, doing our own things, but there's still so much more to be done. And I think Black history is a time to acknowledge that.
And I think white privilege is really when the majority race has privileges that they don't really acknowledge that they just have for being the majority race. And I feel like that's what really white privilege is here. But for example, Nigeria, where as Black people are our majority race, we have different things called tribes in Nigeria. So different regions in Nigeria have majority of the area. So if you're in one area in Nigeria and that tribe is the majority, then they have privileges that you won't have. You won't get the same job as them because that's their area, even if you're just as qualified. So I just feel like whenever the majority has privileges over the minority without really acknowledging it, that's where you have this white privilege.
We've seen it in past years with gun violence and gun control and also with police brutality. You know that there is something at play higher than yourself when somebody that doesn't look like you won't get charged or charged as heavily for something that you both are doing at the same thing. In terms of addressing white privilege, it starts with education and awareness. Not acknowledging a problem is the same thing as promoting a problem. To put yourself in someone else's shoes. That's what I'm saying. Walk a mile. I was told this recently that, if you don't agree with someone, then walk a mile in their shoes. And if you still don't agree with them after a mile, then you have their shoes. So.
I don't know specifically maybe Black fraternity, but I know specifically my fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. It is the first African American college fraternity for men. And it's really been a lot of firsts, a lot of great people in this fraternity, such as Thurgood Marshall, Duke Ellington, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. have all been members of this fraternity. And it's just this fraternity really pushes, Black excellence, really pushes people to reach their full potential. I mean, it's you look at all these great people who've done these things, and for some reason they've all been part of this fraternity. You can't say that's just a coincidence. They say one time, okay, second time, never. It's not a coincidence the second time, the third time, the fourth time. Just so many people, Stuart Scott. I could just keep thinking of names of people who've been part of this fraternity, part of this brotherhood, who've really learned the values, the principles of what this fraternity stands for. And just the people in the fraternity are probably the most supportive people I know.